Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Happy Tuesday to everybody. Happy Maintenance Day. This Maintenance Day brought to you by Blizzard. Adhikar, Tawin, Marcin, Alex, Monica. Good morning, good afternoon to you guys. So yeah, as you guys already probably know, it's been a long maintenance today. Aha! But we're actually getting in on time. 3 minutes after noon. Maybe we're loading in. I don't want to be on this realm anyway. We're back. We're kind of back. Sort of. Everything is tentatively working. Sort of. It's sort of working. If only I could change my server. Then we'd be good. Wayne, good morning, buddy. Yeah, exactly. Not the delicious kind of blizzards. No, look at this. I'm stuck on Peg. Oh, here we go. Thank God. All right, fingers crossed. Okay, we're getting there. Let's slam the server with everybody else trying to get in. I actually didn't think it was going to come up on time. I thought we would end up playing Classic Era or playing Mop Remix. I was ready to pivot into basically anything else, because I didn't think they were going to have them up. I thought it was going to be another one of those days where they keep pushing the time back an hour, back an hour, back an hour. That's what I thought. So I'm happy that we're in. It's awesome. Mandy, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. This is a nice shield. Yeah, I got it off the JP vendor. All of my gear is pretty nice. We got a few weak pieces. This piece right here, I actually have to see if, like, maybe there's a gun or a bow or something I can buy with JP to get rid of that, because that's, like, by far my weakest piece. 308s. That's pretty disgusting. Let's see. Like, anything would be good. A throw-in weapon. I don't see any kind of weapons. I'm probably not gonna... Yeah, because it's considered a weapon, I'm probably not gonna find it on a vendor. That's rough. Maybe I should check on the auction house. Not that I have money. I shouldn't check on the auction house, because I have approximately 0 gold. Yeah, there's nothing on the JP or VP vendors. So for now, I'm stuck with a horrible range weapon, but everything else we have going on is really good. For only doing heroics. Alright, speaking of heroics, we should do some. They've put a 1.6k cap on Valor. What? What do you mean? Where would I see such a cap? Where in the game would it be articulated to me? And does that just mean that you have to spend down from 1.6? Like, that's not a weekly cap. That's like an at a time cap, right? Also, like, they put a 1.6 cap, but there's items that cost more than that, so I don't know, I find that hard to believe. There's items that cost 2,200. So they can't have put a 1.6 thousand cap on Valor. How the fuck do I buy the 2,200? Look, I see it now. Here's my question. How in the fuck do I buy a 2,200 piece if I can only have 1,600 at a time? I see it. I'm looking at it. But my question still stands. You can only have 1.6 weekly, so I would have to wait till the next week to accumulate to 2200. Okay. That's just about the goddamn stupidest change I have ever heard about in my life. I'm actually... I'm kind of just completely baffled. What I remember about Cataclysm 15 years ago, I remember sitting like all day farming heroics. Like just farming heroics with my friends and with my guild like all day long. If I wasn't working, and I was employed very minimally at the time, if I wasn't working, I was playing WoW, and if I was playing WoW, I was farming 5-mans. And part of that joy was being able to like buy good gear with Valor points. Even though like you got Valor a little bit more slowly, you know, you could get quite a bit of Valor and you could spend them, and you could I don't remember like a weekly cap, I guess is what I'm saying. I don't yeah, maybe I'm thinking of like when the raids were open, obviously, like, because I don't remember ever having a cap on Valor or Justice per week. And I played a lot of 5-mans. Whatever. Like, just, it's one more stupid fucking change in a sea of stupidity. Like, what does it matter, really, at this point? War Within Mythic Plus will be better, obviously. Oh, yeah. War Within and Mythic Plus will be better, obviously. Yeah. Obviously. You're not gonna find an argument here. Maybe I did all this during Dragon Soul. It's still really stupid. So yeah, like, how do I know? I've already accumulated quite a bit of JP this week. Obviously, I have 350 left. Did they just put this into effect today? This went into effect with the reset, right? So I have 350, but I'm at 0 of 1600 for this weekly reset. It was in effect last week. I swear that I've accumulated more than 1600 because I've bought a couple of pieces. I still have 350 left over. Anyway, I don't care. It's fine. Eventually they have to kill every version of their game except for retail, so it doesn't matter. Eventually they have to make enough stupid choices that they kill every version of the game that's not retail. So it's like, this is just one, it's a step towards that. It's fine. Maybe I just didn't hit it. Well, then the cap must be good then. Then the cap must be a good thing. It must be good for all players. Let's embrace the cap. Let's cherish the cap and love the cap and promote the cap and talk about how good it is there's a cap. Guys, thank God there's a cap. I'm so happy that there is a cap, that there's always been a cap, that there will always be a cap, that historically there was always a cap. And I'm just happy that it's so good for the game. And I think it's really great because it just means that people have to play the game less. And people playing this version of the game less, probably a great thing for people. So yeah, let's just celebrate the cap and be happy. I am happy. I love the cap. Let's have more caps. Let's cap the amount of hours I can play each day. Let's go back to every dungeon having a 24-hour lockout, even when I do it on random, so that I can only run 8 dungeons a day. Let's have more caps. I think this is going to be good for WoW, and just good for people's peace of mind. We wouldn't want anybody to miss out. We wouldn't want anybody to get too far ahead and use their free time to grind up lots of we wouldn't want any of this unfairness. So yeah, let's have more caps in place, please. I think that's the only option. They're gonna come knock on your door and tell you when to go to bed. Yeah. Yeah, it's so nice of them to just take a heavy hand and make sure that nobody gets too far ahead. We wouldn't want any kind of like unfairness based on hours of availability. It's probably totally fine. It's probably fine. Listen, it doesn't matter, because eventually War Within will come out, and the systems will probably be a little bit better. The thing about there being a cap on Valor and a cap on Justice that's stupid is that there isn't really anything else to do. if you're a solo player, like, you don't really have a lot to do. You can raid log, and you can do heroics. And so if you're a PvEer, there's no content for you. And then, like, putting a cap in place just ensures that, like, every week you're going to reach a point where you're not going to play anymore. Which is fine. If their goal is to make it so that people stop playing the game after a certain point, then caps are great. If you want people to log out of your game for the week and not come back in until the reset, then the cap is a great thing to have. Because farming heroics is really all there is. Like, if you're not raiding, then you're doing heroics, or you're not doing much of anything. And it's not like you really want to level up alts, because let's be honest, like, the leveling is so freaking lame that, like, I don't want to level up an alt. I have basically zero desire to level an alt to 85, because, like, the questing is bad, the leveling process is bleh, like, it just doesn't feel good. And so I'm not going to go level alts. I think I kind of want to clear, like, around this way, maybe clear this one group over here can die, and then we can pull the boss. Heirlooms were a great investment. I mean, if you're going to level characters, sure, but Jesus, I mean, leveling is already so fast and meaningless. I guess, yeah, at that point, it's so fast and meaningless, like, make it faster, make it more meaningless. Honestly, just, like, sell me a level 85 boost, and let's be done with it. Yeah, right. If I'm having a hard time, like, justify, because two things. Historically, I love starting alts. Like, historically, I think the channel content can prove that. I love starting alts, and also, like, my alts are content. So if I'm sitting here, I have one episode of my rogue recorded, and, like, I just can't make myself play it. I don't know when I'm gonna play it. And so if I'm having a hard time starting alts, like, I can't believe there's lots of people out there who are, like, really hot to play a bunch of alts in this version of the game. I'm not really sure what this boss is doing. I'm just kind of avoiding shit on the ground. And that seems to be working fairly well, like, kinda well. I haven't died yet. No one else has died yet, so... I don't want to be near these golden things. I think the golden things are bad. The shockwave is also probably bad. Yeah, I mean, this seems pretty straightforward. I'm kind of, like, running out of space to avoid the golden things, though. That might be a problem. Oh, it's not going to be a problem. He's dead. He's totally dead. Alright, polearm. I don't need this. Alright, one boss down. I'm gonna do the rogue eventually, but understand that, like, I'm just not super excited to do it. Maybe that feeling will change in time. I've been waiting. What I've been doing is not forcing myself to record it now. The worst thing that can happen is that I force myself to record it, I'm not really into it, and then, like, eventually I will stop recording it, if that's the case. So I did episode 1 a while back, and I've just been holding on to it until I feel, like, the gumption, the desire, the energy to want to press record on it. Understand that, like, from a gameplay perspective, the gameplay while leveling up in Cataclysm is not fun. I enjoy reading the quest, at least, like, the ones that I haven't read before in retail. I enjoy reading the quest, and that's fine. But when I'm trying to play the game for, like, 2 hours at a time and record, like, beefier episodes, especially when the gameplay is super lame, it doesn't make it easy. I have to be in a mindset where I don't care about the gameplay, but that's hardly ever the case. And I kind of have PTSD about how boring the gameplay was on the Hunter. I just remember like pressing one button over and over and over again. And like nothing really like... Challenge isn't the right word. Nothing requiring any kind of thought. You don't have to think about the pull. You don't have to think about your buttons. You don't have to think about your talents. You don't have to think about your abilities. You don't have to think about your health. You don't have to think about your resources. You don't have to think about the questing, because it's all 12 feet from the quest giver. You just take a couple steps and you're at the objectives. It's not that it's hard or easy. It's that there is nothing to think about or consider. They took away all the thinking and all the considering from every single aspect of leveling up. You don't have to think about or consider anything until endgame. And that's just how it is now. I don't really know. There's nothing else. Yeah, that's the easiest way to explain it. There's nothing to think about or consider until you're max level. You have to play for 85 levels before you really have to think about or consider much of anything. And even then, the list of the things you have to think about and consider are greatly reduced compared to like older versions of the game. Because the game was never hard, so what made the game engrossing, what made the game fun, was the thinking about the pull, thinking about your abilities, thinking about your talents, thinking about the quest, thinking about your stats, thinking about your build, thinking about where you were going to quest next. Like, it was the thinking and the planning and the considering that made the game like engrossing and able to like be engaged with, because the game was never hard or challenging. Like, it's simple gameplay once you like understand your abilities. And so when you take all the thinking out of the game, then it becomes really hard to get into it. At least for me. And that's kind of where I'm at with leveling characters in Cataclysm Classic. Another video of Robert whining and complaining. Why am I here? Why do I tune into this every day? I don't know why you're here, man. Go away. Go watch somebody else whine and complain on the internet, my man. There's plenty of people out there, plenty of places for you to go. Just don't stay here. It's my stream and I'll talk about whatever I want. You are not a captive audience. You are free to leave and downvote the shit out of it. You are free to leave and downvote the shit out of it. Colonel Boomer with the $5 super says, more complaining, please. The people on the internet can be so fucking stupid that, like, you literally are trying to give a thoughtful opinion about how you personally feel about something, and there's a dick shit out there who says, oh, more complaining. Your views don't align with my views, and you're not full of positivity, and I don't see rainbows shooting out of your ass, and so I am going to be offended on the internet. Get a fucking life. Jesus Christ. That was your very first ban. Oh, I ban people every day. Like, my bar for banning somebody is, did they annoy me? If you manage to annoy me, I'm going to ban you. If you say something I think is really stupid, I'm going to ban you. And that's it. It's a really low bar. I ban people all the time. Imagine giving critical viewpoints of the game you enjoy. Right. Imagine loving a game, feeling a certain way about it, having a platform, and addressing your audience with your opinions. Imagine this. It's crazy. It's just complaining. Vile negativity. Please take your vile negativity off of my interwebs. Oh, you never seen it happen? Oh, man. Oh, it happens. Oh, it happens all the time. Usually when I get to do it, I just feel good about it, you know? Jackie, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. If the game were fun, if it were fun to level up characters, I would be talking about that instead. When asked, you know, about leveling up characters. It's not my fault that the game is not fun to level up in. I didn't make the game. I subjected myself to 60 levels of it, and now I have an opinion. That's it. Doesn't have to be everybody's opinion. There are some people who really enjoy mindless gameplay. More power to them. Yeah, the dungeons have been fun. That's the problem, is like the dungeoning is the only kind of enjoyable part. Because at least in a dungeon, you have to think about stuff a little bit. You know what I mean? You have to think about your rotation a bit. You have to think about not standing and stuff a little bit. You get to look at the gear that pops and think, do I need this gear? Like in dungeons, there's a little bit to think about. You have some things to consider. But questing, you don't have anything to consider while questing. None of it matters anymore. That's what makes it super lame. That was why all I did from 80 to 85 was spam dungeons. Is like the trying to quest was so painfully mind-numbing that I simply did not want to do it anymore. And I'll probably play the rogue eventually, just so I can read the quest. I would really love to read the quest. It sucks that the gameplay can't be equally compelling. But yeah, like eventually it'll happen. Oh yeah, while you're leveling up, if you have heirlooms, right. If you're leveling up in dungeons and you have heirlooms, then you don't even have to think about the gear. That's true too. The questing might as well be automated. Yeah, that's why I say they should just sell a level 85 boost. Because there isn't really any meaningful gameplay like in the leveling process anymore. So they really like might as well just sell a boost. They could probably make lots of money. I think like part of the reason for the accelerated release schedule is that Blizzard knows this is a really weak expansion. They know this expansion is really weak. They know that this is not people's favorite expansion. And I think that's why they have like proposed an accelerated release schedule so that they can simply get through it, milk whatever dollars and users out of it that they can, and then move on to a more popular and more liked version of the game in Mist of Pandaria and beyond. Because yeah, I think they're probably fully aware that this is not what people love. This Phoenix here, I don't know if I'm supposed to have this Phoenix on me, but it seems okay. It's dead now. Yeah, like that's a pretty good analogy. Yeah, that's not a bad analogy. Everyone's free to have their own opinion, but the way to disagree with someone is not to tell them that their opinion is negative because it doesn't align with yours. That's not like a valid way to disagree. Your opinion can't just be that my opinion is negative for the sake of negativity when my opinion is just my opinion. You're free to disagree with it. but it's ignorant to disagree in a way where all you say is, well, you're a fucking negative person. You are negative, and I don't like that. That's invalid. It doesn't matter if you think it's negative or not. It's my opinion. You can disagree. That's fine. We don't have to have the same opinions. Critical strike, haste, and intellect. We don't need that either. See, I'm having trouble getting into Mist of Pandaria Remix too, for different reasons. Eventually, one day, I'll have to play some hardcore again, so I can get back to a version of the game where the leveling matters, where the journey makes sense. Eventually, one day. All right, is everybody up here? I see 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. We're good. We're good.
Winds of the south, rise and come to your master's aid.
Yeah, I think there are people who have nostalgia for Cata because it was their first expansion. I think there are people who missed Cata, and so this is all like relatively new to them, assuming they didn't level lots of retail characters in the old world recently. And then there are people like me who played a lot of Cataclysm, who played before and after Cataclysm, and I think for us, it's probably the worst experience out of all the groups of people. Like, if you played Sense of Vanilla and you played a bunch in Cata, then Cataclysm Classic is just something that we're going to get through. It's, you know, there's not really any nostalgia. There's not any new. And so it's just like part of the progression server that's leading us forward into some murky, unknowable future, where in a couple years we'll be playing Battle for Azeroth. It's all starting to get a little weird in the classic arena.
Power before the tempest storm.
No. Okay, I thought I was going over. It looked like I was going off the platform. I got scared. I probably don't want to stand inside the green swirly. That sounds kind of bad.
The sky beckons.
Yeah, they do need to just stop calling it classic. I think that would strike people a lot better if they just stopped calling the re-releases classic. It's not classic anymore. Let's shut up about it. It's not classic. Let's just call it re-release. Let's call it reforged. Let's call it remix. Let's call it renew. Like, we can call it anything we want. We don't really have to call it anything. We can just say, here's Mist of Pandaria. This is the version of the game where you play Mist of Pandaria. Have fun playing Mist of Pandaria. Here's the version of the game where you're now playing Warlords of Draenor. Enjoy Warlords of Draenor. Have fun playing Warlords of Draenor. It's not Warlords of Draenor Classic. It's just the progression server. And where we're at on the progression server is we're at Warlords of Draenor, or we're at Legion, or we're at BFA. And then one day the progression server needs to reset, and we need to have a fresh start back in vanilla. That would be ideal. Just refer to these servers as, like, you go to the server tab, there's seasonal, and there's progression. And then, like, you just pick the progression server, and that's what you're doing. Yeah, continuing to call it classic just kind of gets, like, it gets nonsensical and, like, low-key insulting. Let's call it money grab. But I mean, I don't spend any money, though. I guess, like, people buy... You're talking about, like, the bundles they sell leading up to the Cata re-releases. Like, do people buy those? I guess maybe people buy those. Like, I don't purchase anything when we go into a new classic expansion. So, I don't know. I guess, like, if maybe they're just getting subs, like, maybe just, like, people coming back to sub to the game, I guess, could be, like, where they're getting all their money. Clay, you bought one of the package things? Yeah, I think, for TBC I might have. Yeah, I think in TBC I did, because I think I boosted a character. But since then I haven't bought one of those little packages since. But I did grab it for the boost in TBC. Do. Okay. I guess we just go again. Maybe I should ask in guild if anybody wants to do some heroics. I don't even know if anybody's on right now. Vertella, you're on the last boss in a dungeon and you can heal. Maybe I'll catch you next time around. And well, if you're on the last boss right now, I can probably wait a minute. I'll hang out for a minute. What can I do? Is there anything I can do? I can vendor all my junk. That's what I can do. Let's find a vendor.
What are you looking for?
Alright, let's see. I don't need that. I don't need a staff. I don't need these bracers. I don't need the cloak. I don't need the tabard anymore. I don't need the intellect neck piece. I already have better trinkets, so I don't think I don't need this trinket. The chaos orbs, I guess I need to put these in the guild bank. Don't sell the volatiles? Okay, I'll put them in the guild bank. Thanks. I don't need the mail helmets. I'm gonna keep the sword, I'm gonna keep the axe. I'll keep the. I'm not really worried about building a DPS set. Honestly, like I'm not really worried about it. I'm gonna keep some two-handers in case I need to like DPS to quest or something like that. But I'm not gonna be holding on to like 2 sets of gear. I just don't feel like doing it. So yeah, I'm gonna sell all my like DPS specific stuff. I might keep a couple of the, if I have some good trinkets. I might keep this is a good trinket, and then I have a strength trinket. So I'll keep trinkets and I'll keep weapons for DPS. But yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna hold on to a bunch of other stuff. I'm just gonna vendor stuff. Yep, that looks better. Those bags look much better. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's pop on over to the guild bank and we will deposit some stuff. Oh, these are soulbound. Okay, okay. I don't know what I can do with these. If I'm not a crafter, I don't need these because I can't even put these in the guild bank. So if that's the case, like I'm gonna stop rolling on them unless I can like trade them for something, or maybe there's a vendor, because yeah, I'm not crafting. So if that's all these are for, I need to stop rolling on them because I don't need them. Is it worthwhile to level from fresh in Cataclysm or boost a character to 80? It depends on what your situation is. Like, if you have people to play with at endgame, then you should probably just boost. If you don't have a guild right now and you don't have a static group, then there's really no rush. Like, there's nothing to do at endgame except like heroics and raids if you're a PvEer. If you're a PvE person, there's nothing to do at endgame except grinding heroics and doing raids. Both of which are better when you're in a guild or when you're with a static group. So like if you have a guild or static group, probably just boost a character. If you're just playing the game by yourself, there's really no rush. You might as well save your money and level up because leveling up is super fast. Warning though, like leveling up in Cataclysm Classic is really mindless. So like there's not a lot you have to think about as you level up. Alright, so yeah, I will start passing on the Chaos Orbs because I absolutely don't need them. They're just rotting in my inventory now forever. Okay, I will queue us up. Sorry. Cataclysm Heroic. Okay. Let's go. Karen, good evening to you. Welcome to the stream. You're not late. You are perfectly on time whenever you arrive, and I appreciate you being here. Alex, you've set raid signups for 7 p.m. on Thursday. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. I will. I'll check out the Discord and I'll make sure that I get signed up. Thanks for taking care of that. Everybody remember to jump. The elevator is here, so let's all make it on. There we go, there we go. Perfect, perfect. What happens if you don't jump? Good question. If you don't jump when the elevator comes down to get on top of it, it will leave you behind. You have to jump for the game to acknowledge that you're on the platform. And if you don't do that, the game does not acknowledge that you're on the platform. It thinks that you're below the platform, and so the elevator will rise without you on it. And then you'll have to wait for another elevator. It's an intended gameplay.
Meddlesome gnats! You think us defeated so easy?
Dave, I appreciate you being here, man. Thanks for tuning in. Mr. Santa, I always jump when I get on the elevator, and if you're not doing that, you're doing it wrong. No, I don't really jump when I get on the elevator. But what I do is I'm one of those people that I spam the button to close the door. Like, as soon as I get on an elevator, I'm just like, I'm hitting that button. When I had to go to the office every day, like, same thing. I get on an elevator, I start spamming the button to close the door as fast as possible so no one else can get on. I like having a private elevator. I especially liked it, like, going into work in the morning. There's something about just like a private elevator ride, just like that last moment of solitude. I see we have picked up an ad. Okay. I forgot this guy patrols through the room. We got lucky. We're probably going to be fine here because we were able to get this group mostly down. We should probably work on, like, DPSing down some of these little guys, though. There we go. Perfect, perfect. Sorry, take the next one. Right, just put your hand up. Sorry, take the next one. I don't think I would have gotten away with that at the office, but like maybe in like a different public space where people didn't know who I was. Rebecca, that's awesome. I'm glad I could help in some way. Yeah, I think we did. I think we did all the dungeons about a bazillion times from 80 to 85. And then now we're doing them a bazillion more times. As heroics. Not a lot of content diversity for Cataclysm Classic. Eventually we're gonna have to find like some other stuff to do on the streams.
For the last time, mortals.
My plan ultimately is to be able to essentially raid log on this character. Like, there's gonna come a point where we don't need these dungeons anymore. We're probably getting close to that point anyway. Like, I'm sure I could tank a normal raid right now and be fine. So yeah, we're gonna have to figure out like what else do we want to do on the streams. We could go back to trying to get Keymaster in Season 4 in retail. We could do that. Doesn't sound like super exciting right at this moment because of all the dungeon grinding we've already been doing here. Maybe we'll get War Within beta access. That would be really nice. This would be a great time. Like next week would be a great time to get Cataclysm, to get War Within beta access. Because by next week for sure, I'll probably be done grinding heroics on this tune. I can't imagine another week of heroics, let's put it that way. That's kind of tough to imagine.
Destroy these intruders! Leave them for the great dark beyond!
Join the dark side and stream ESO. If I wanted 5 people to watch, and if I didn't want to meet any of my daily or weekly goals, then I would stream ESO. Yeah, I wish like certain things, there are things that I enjoy that I wish were just more popular that just aren't more popular. Also, kind of the same thing with ESO as with leveling up in Cataclysm, is like, leveling up in ESO is like, mainly what I'm getting out of it is the stories. There's not a lot of like moment-to-moment gameplay that's super exciting. It's mainly all about the stories. Granted, the stories are a million times better than any of the quests in Cataclysm Classic, like, that's absolutely true. But it really does take, like, the enjoyment of it only comes if you're someone who is invested in those stories. Like, I thought that playing retail was already joining the dark side. I thought I had joined the dark side when I was doing Mythic Plus runs. This is the dungeon with the really boring final boss fight. Yes. Yes, it is. Yep. The whole dungeon, the dungeon's fine right up until that boss fight. Yeah, it's a really boring final boss. Very nice. Very much by the book. We got some spirit intellect shoulders that nobody needs. Alright, and now we are taking the teleporter. Adhikar, I appreciate that, man. I'm glad that you find a way to get into the content. That's cool. That's what I like to hear. Jackie, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. That's very generous of you, and I think that caps out our goal. Wow, yeah, I think that's gonna finish our goal for the week. So thank you very much. That was 4 days early. Spectacular. I guess like I might have to set some more ambitious goals for next week. I don't know. I'm still new at this whole setting goals and working towards them thing. Yeah, I mean, Clint, you're not wrong. Yeah. That goal, it says coffee because that's true too, but you'll notice in parentheses it says and streams. It says and streams. Adhikar with the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, man. That's incredibly generous. Welcome to the 10 new people. Now you're stuck here, so I hope you're enjoying yourselves. And yeah, and that means we met our daily goal for subs for the day, so that's awesome. You guys have blown away my goals, and yeah, it feels good to achieve. Without coffee, there is nothing. Exactly. Without coffee, there is nothing. That's true. There's not anything worth anything, at least. Without coffee, there is nothing worth a damn. Ooh, that was a bad time to get lifted in the air. We gotta get out of the ground pound. Ugh, I got lifted a little bit too low. I couldn't get out of the ground pound fast enough. Let's see. Where's he at health-wise? Yeah, you guys... I mean, you might get this if the... Well... Not if this guy adds. No, that's a wipe. That's a wipe-a-rooney. Oh, that's our first... Is that our first wipe of the day? It's not bad. I'm gonna wait till y'all are dead, and then jump back in. No coffee means no stream. Yeah, like... Yep, no coffee means no stream. No growth. No growth. I streamed for like an entire year, basically, without having goals. And because I didn't have goals, like, I wasn't really able to grow the channel. I wasn't really able to grow the community. There's like a ton of stuff I want to do for the channel and for members that I haven't been able to do. And so yeah, the goals are very much taking a step towards being able to do like cooler things and being able to just to grow the community more. Alright, let's pop back in. Yeah, I don't know what I would do if I couldn't drink coffee. One day it might be a thing. I'm sure a doctor would look at my coffee intake and they'd probably be like, yeah, you need to cut back. I ingest about 40 or 50 ounces of coffee a day. I'm being lifted into the air. Guys, there are no bugs. There are no bugs in Cataclysm Classic. The game is bug-free. We got two guildies, but yeah, we got two randos. The DPS priest and the major randos. Oh, hello! How are you? This guy, yeah, he wasn't ready to be done fighting us. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pop this guy. No one was ready for this yet. I don't really understand why he was still engaged, actually. I feel like he shouldn't have been engaged, but here he is. Because typically it doesn't let you back into the dungeon if people are still in combat. So if he was still engaged in some way, we probably shouldn't have been able to get back in. We could just run out. Like, we could probably all just run out, because I don't know if the alternative is, like, we wipe again, but... Maybe we're gonna get him. We're okay. Well, we might... Oh, we're good. That was, yeah, now why did I get lifted up? Because he was still engaged. Yeah, now it makes sense. Mike says, I drink 3 rock stars a day. We all die somehow. Yeah, that's true. Like, when I die, it won't be because of how much coffee I drink. That's kind of how I look at it. Whatever premature end I meet, it probably won't have anything to do with the amount of coffee that I drink. So, yeah. Doctor said you need to stop, and you said or? She said there is no or. Right. Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I have acid reflux. Yeah. See, that's why I know I shouldn't be drinking as much coffee, because I have acid reflux disease. Like, I got diagnosed with GERD, like, a couple years ago. And so, yeah, I shouldn't be drinking as much coffee as I do. I cut out some other things from my diet that help. But yeah, no. Like I said, a doctor would say, like, drink less coffee. In fact, they might say, like, stop drinking coffee. It's just that, like, so far that hasn't really been an option for me. Yeah, it turns out, like, being addicted to caffeine is really tough to kick. When I was younger, I was better about it. Like, I had a lot of rules when I was, like, in my 20s and early 30s, and one of those rules was no caffeine after noon. And, like, now that I think back about my younger self, I'm like, damn, how was I so fastidious about, like, having these rules in place? It was no coffee after noon, no alcohol on a day that I worked out, and I worked out like 5 or 6 days a week. So I had all these rules that I, like, had in place that, like, probably kept me healthy for, like, much longer in my life than I would have been healthy. And, like, as I got older, I kind of, like, just let a lot of that shit slip away. Which, like, as you get older is when you need to, like, hold on to those rules. But for me, it was like, I just kind of let a lot of them go. I try to balance my bad habits with, like, working out and being physically active. But, like, I know that that's not how bodies work. I know that you don't negate bad things by doing good things. I do understand that. Yeah, you can't negate a bunch of bad things by doing some good things. It doesn't really work that way. Makes me feel better, but biologically probably doesn't really work. Alright, this pull is a tough one, so I'm gonna wait for the healer to get full mana. And we will go... If I ever decide to cut back on caffeine, you guys will know about it. You will know about it, and it'll probably be pretty obvious. Yeah, I really should. The no caffeine after noon was like a good rule. I should go back to that, because then I could still have some caffeine, but I'd probably get better sleep if I didn't drink coffee all day long. I'm not a scientist or a doctor, but I feel like my sleep would probably be better if I wasn't drinking coffee most of the day. Let's get everybody in the door. I'll wait for mana. See, I got really lucky with like soda and sweet things. Like I drank a lot of soda and ate a lot of candy when I was like a teenager. And then when I was 17, a doctor diagnosed me with hypoglycemia, which was like my pancreas made too much insulin. And so like they said, that was kind of the same thing. They're like, you can't have raw sugars anymore. You need to not have sugar at all. And I said, what if I don't? And they said, there is no what if you don't. It was that exact thing. They said no more sugar. I said, what if I still have sugar? And they said, you know, yeah, you'll be a diabetic very soon. And so I cut out sugar and I cut out soda back when I was a teenager. I just stopped. Like, it's so weird to think about, like, the amount of willpower I had when I was younger compared to the amount of willpower I have as an adult. Is like when I was 17, I just completely cut out candy, I cut out sugar, I cut out soda, and I did it like immediately. Maybe it was a fear thing. Like, I think I was more fearful when I was young. I was more like scared of like mortality and just being sick. And as I've gotten older, I've lived long enough, and like maybe I just don't care that much anymore. Because yeah, I remember it being like super easy. They were like, you're gonna get diabetes, and I was like, okay, diabetes is bad. Let's stop drinking soda. And I never looked back.
Thank you, my friends.
Without coffee, I'll definitely complain and whine about the game more. Yes, exactly. Yeah. The level of complaining and the tone of the complaining will probably be different if I decide to go like without some caffeine. That's true. That's true. I'd probably be more angry and less articulate.
Is this reality?
That's really good, Clint. I need to do that too. I need to do that too for longer than a couple of days at a time. It's another thing that's just like, it gets harder as I get older.
Must carry on without me.
Because I'm like, I've had 40 good years.
My leave once my strength has returned.
They've been good. The past 5 years have been really good. And so, yeah. I don't sweeten my coffee. No, I put a little bit of milk in my coffee, and that's it. Just a little bit of whole milk, just to make it so it's not completely black, you know. But no, I've never. The good thing is I never really sweetened my coffee, so like that was never a struggle. Yeah, Clint. I feel like I'm gonna get to that point. Like, I don't want to, but I know I'm going to have to, eventually. Eventually, I know I'm gonna have to. It's one of those things where a doctor would probably say, like, today is the day. Right now is the time. That's why I don't go to see doctors. They're always telling you, like, the bad news. The shit that you don't want to hear. They never have good news. They're never like, all of your organs are perfectly healthy. You can drink more, smoke more, do whatever you want. You're in great shape. They never tend to, like, tell you that. Only once in my life I had a doctor say, oh, your liver function is impeccable. That was in, like, my early 20s. Back when I had all those rules that I followed. That was the only time a doctor ever had, like, a good thing to tell me. And now they'd probably be like, well, I'm just surprised you're even alive.
fearless assistance, I assume. You may yet regret your presence here.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I tell myself it would probably be better to, like, you know, to stop some of these habits on my own before they are health issues where it is like the point of no return. It would probably be better to, like, on my own before that happens, like, take action. But yeah, but you know how it is, like, it's on a day-to-day basis, it's not easy.
Filth will surely be stirred. Beware.
And then like what's easy in the morning by the night is a different matter entirely. What's easy to think about or say in the morning by nighttime is a different matter. One thing I tried doing to cut out PM coffee was, like, I tried, like, just heating up some hot water and, like, putting hot water into a mug with just a little bit of lemon and, like, drinking that in lieu of having, like, nighttime coffee. It was a trick that one of my bosses did when they had to stop drinking coffee. They would just walk around with a mug of hot water. And, like, that worked for a couple days. that worked for a couple days, and then I couldn't keep it up. Yeah, it's harder to break bad habits than to make good habits. Yeah, once you have a bunch of bad habits, it's, like, really hard to break them. That's what I mean. Like, in my 20s, I had good rules to follow, and, like, as long as I followed those rules, everything was really easy. Once you stop following those rules and you start having bad habits, then, like, it gets a lot harder to ever change those things. A decaf? Nah, because, like, the thing is, like, yeah, like, decaf, well, and decaf still has caffeine in it. And then for me, it's like the other thing is the acidity. Yeah, because I have some acid reflux, like, the thing about it is, like, decaf is still going to trigger, like, the acid. And so, like, that's why I just went with, like, the hot water with just a tiny bit of lemon juice. Like, granted, I shouldn't even have the lemon juice, but just to give it some kind of flavor. Some subtle hint of something that's more than water. So this Blight Beast, we can ignore it. We have to DPS down these faceless sappers. The Blight Beast can just be tanked until we don't have to kill this guy. And in fact, I think if we kill him, I think another one's gonna spawn anyway. So, but you guys can kill him if you want. Feel free. But the guys that have to die here, yeah, it's gonna spawn more and more of these. So, like, fighting these guys is pointless. Let's just kill the sappers. Once we kill the sappers, we'll get big. We won't have to worry about the Blight Beast anymore anyway.
My waters are cleansed. Drink in their power.
There we go. Alright.
Behold the power.
Almost done with the most boring boss fight of the expansion. Yeah, citrus is bad for reflux. So much is bad for reflux. Like, it's kind of like, that's the hard thing to deal with when it comes to acid reflux. Is like, so many things just aren't good. Like, literally eating food is bad. Anything goes into your stomach, it can be a problem. And yeah, it's really, really crappy. Not a fun time. How did we lose somebody here? I've seen people die here before, and I always assume it's some kind of bug, because they're really, I think it's like, it's hard to die here. We're like kind of like overpowered. Yeah, just eating too much food triggers it. Like, I've gotten to a point where I eat much less food at a time than I might have like 10 years ago. I would gorge myself on calories. And these days I eat like really small portions, and I've lost like 7 pounds in the past like few months. I hate losing weight because I worked so hard in my life to gain weight that every time I see myself losing weight, I low-key panic. It's bad. That's it for this one. Pretty smooth. We had the one wipe. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. Let me, I'll get you. I probably shouldn't be, I probably shouldn't even be leading the group because I'm like so scatterbrained. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Why am I not shaman? Shaman? No? Am I just not seeing? Oh, you're logging out. Like, where? What am I looking for? Right. You're not logged in. That makes sense. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum. Okay. Cool. Is there anybody else, I wonder? We have one DPS spot open. I mean, we have enough for a guild run, so like it doesn't really matter. Ooh, I have 2400 JP. Should I spend some of this JP, and is there really anything that I need? I don't know if I need anything else from JP. Yeah, I think I have 346 of most pieces. I guess I could get a belt. Yeah, I could get a belt upgrade. It doesn't, like, what's gonna happen is like I'm gonna spend the JP on a belt, and then a belt's gonna drop out of a dungeon. You know what I mean? Like, we haven't seen a belt drop yet, so like the probability of a belt dropping is pretty high. Yeah, I probably should just pick up some frickin' heirlooms. Right. Maybe all of my JP goes towards heirlooms now. Like, how many characters am I gonna level in Cata? I don't know. At least the rogue, so like maybe I should get myself some leather. Yeah, I think that like maybe I just start buying heirlooms. Like, why not? Why the heck not? Sounds like an okay idea. Yeah, the Rogue series will happen eventually. I have the first episode recorded. I just haven't played anything else on it yet.
Follow me if you dare.
I just don't know, like, after doing the Hunter, I just don't know if I'm ready to record a bunch more leveling. Like, I don't know if I've recovered from the Hunter yet. For me, like, I leveled the Hunter really quickly. I recorded way ahead, and I did it all in a vacuum. I did it during, like, a 3-week period when I wasn't streaming at all. And so I still I don't know if I've, like, completely recovered from that yet. Part of me almost feels like if I'm gonna level more characters in Cataclysm, part of me would almost rather do it on a stream, so at least while I'm playing we can hang out and chat about the game. But I know people that like the immersive recorded stuff, like those people are not always a big fan of the streams, because they don't like a lot of the chatter. So I'm kind of like, I'm torn between knowing like if I were to stream the leveling, I would probably have a better time because then we'd be hanging out and we'd be able to talk at least. But then I know that like content-wise, it's not necessarily what people want in a leveling series. And so that's part of the reason. That's part of the reason why I haven't recorded anymore. I've just been like tossing these ideas like around in my head. I thought like maybe I pop out episode 1, like it's recorded, and then maybe from there we can play it on the stream. But like I said, I know that's probably gonna like aggravate some people.
Full power of Millhouse Minister!
I could try to like if I stream leveling, maybe I would just have to work a little bit harder to make sure that it's like a chill vibe. Obviously I'd still be reading all the quests and stuff, but maybe I would just have to like work a little bit harder to make sure that it's chill. Obviously like some of that is out of my control sometimes. Some of that is out of my control. I'm still considering it though. We'll see. Alright, we're ready for this boss. We can do this. Somebody stood on the ground effect. If you get hit by that on heroic, I think it just like kills you instantly. Like no question, I think you just end up dead. Is this not on heroic? It is. Yeah. This is definitely on heroic, yeah. Yeah, these guys right here, they only spawn on heroic. On normal, you get the ground crystals, but they don't turn into ads. Yeah, our shaman buddy, like I think he stood in the ground effect, and on heroic it kills you immediately, and he died like he died really quick. All right, we are good to move on. If you jump towards the end of the Quake ability, you will avoid all damage from that attack. It doesn't have to be timed per, like right about now. Like, if you jump, like, 2/3 of the way through the cast is a good time to jump. And you can avoid all damage from it right now. Yeah, it's a really weird mechanic. It's not a mechanic you see a lot because, like, you're not avoiding a ground effect or anything when you jump. So, like, I don't know what the behind-the-scenes interaction is, but it works. But it's a weird one. I really don't want to pull all these guys together. Is he going to come out far enough to pull on his own? Yes. Yes, he is, I think. Yeah, we got him on his own. What rep am I going for now? Sadly, I don't have any other tabards. Yeah, because I didn't quest to level up from 80 to 85, I did not unlock Therazane rep, and I did not unlock whatever rep from Oldham, so currently I am not working on any rep because I am a bad player. And thus far, I have not been able to bring myself to go back into Deepholm and continue questing to a point where I can unlock the Therazane tabard because questing was really, really dull. Eventually, I guess... Oh, damn. We lost some people. Eventually, I will have to do it, I guess. Have to, like, in air quotes. I'll have to. Like, I guess I don't have to. If I want to be optimal, I should. But I'm like, like, we're gonna be doing normal raiding. I don't know if we're gonna try to push heroic raiding. And for normal raiding, I don't know, like, how super optimized I will need to be. And for Cataclysm Classic normal raiding, I don't know how much I care. Except for, like, having a good time, killing some bosses with the guild. Like, I just don't know, like, how much I care about being super optimized. If we were going to be really pushing heroics hard, then, like, maybe I would care more. So we'll have to see, like, how things go. If we start doing normals and we're laughing, and we decide, hey, let's do some heroic raiding, then I'll probably care more about being optimal for all my enchants and stuff like that. Yeah, this is the dungeon where I got the mount. Yeah, this guy right here drops it. And so don't stand in stuff. Line of sight the crystal shards. Don't get hit by pillars. And make sure you know what pillar you're gonna hide behind for the crystal shards. Like, be close to the pillar that you're gonna use as soon as he's back down. Like, find a pillar and basically hug it. Like, I'm gonna try to use this pillar right here, assuming he doesn't lay like some ground effect down by it. He laid ground effect, so now I gotta change my plan. Laying the ground effect again. Crystal shards, line of sight. There we go. I'm probably line of sighting my healer, but I'll try to move back out. Crystal shards incoming. Very nice, very smooth, very well done. Unfortunately, did not drop a mount this time. Intellect crit haste ring. Dude won that with a 33. Ugh. What's with the rolls? I guess that's the bad thing about like not having a full guild run is like when you don't have a full guild run, it's likely that a non-guildie is gonna get loot, and we kind of need guildies to be getting loot. We specifically need people who want to be part of the raid team to get some loot. Once we're out of here, I'll ask again in guild chat if there's any other DPS that want to come along with us. Can't the shaman glyph that ability so that it doesn't have the knockback on it? So that it just does like the AoE damage? This is gonna be tough. I think I'm gonna wait. I think I'm gonna pull this guy. I'm gonna wait till he comes past this group. We're gonna pull him. Then I will try to just like carefully. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. This is the hardest part of the dungeon right here. Just getting this stuff pulled safely. Like, this thing has to die. Like, we gotta kill that thing right now. That was okay. I kind of want to wait till she starts moving again. If I go in on this group right now, it's very likely that I aggro the sentry and this entire group. Yeah, let's see where she goes. I think I'm gonna get in there. Yeah, that actually went okay. It looked a little scary, but it actually went okay. And now I think, like, I feel like we should pull this. Like, maybe we can skip that pack. Maybe we can skip that pack. However, let's position over here. We're gonna have to kill this whole group. Like, everyone over there is gonna have to die. We're gonna get this guy first whenever he stands up. You know, like, fighting him right here is not a great idea, actually. Fighting him in the open space would have been a better idea. Let's try to stay grouped up. Like, if we're stacked up, then maybe this won't be a problem. Like, I'm worried that it will be. I'm worried about him bouncing us around, like, into the boss or into one of these, like, adjoining groups. But maybe we'll be okay. Very nice. Alright, I'll let the healer get some mana back, and then we're gonna have to take out this group over here. Like, we can't do the boss with this group up. It's not safe. It's not an option. I'm hesitant about leaving this group up, but we'll try to leave this group up. So this one, just don't stand close, don't stand in the shatter. He'll have a paralyze that he does before the shatter. I think if you get damage going on him, the paralyze will break prior to the shatter going off. And then the rest of it, I have to make sure that I don't get slammed. So yeah, we had some problems with this one yesterday. We'll see what it takes today to get it done.
None may pass into the world's heart. Break yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength of the earth. Break yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength of the earth. Break yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength of the earth. Break yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength of the earth. Break yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength of the earth.
Oh shit. Oh, he enraged. Oh, I got distracted by the enrage. Oh, I got out though. Okay, yeah, he enraged here. I don't think he's supposed to do that. I missed getting out of the ground slam. Okay, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. Yeah, I don't think he's supposed to enrage. I don't have any other cooldowns. Yeah. Was that a DPS race? Or like what was that? I don't remember the enrage. So I'm a little bit like, I'm just a little bit baffled. We got him down to like 1%. He's down to like 1%. It must have just been like a DPS race, I guess. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's like, this is the boss. I was hoping we would just get a one and done. We had so many problems with this the other day that I wasn't really looking forward to wiping on him again. Maybe we'll get him this time. I think it took 4 attempts the last time we were here to get him. That attempt was like pretty good. Yeah, we'll get him. We were at 1%, so like, even if I were to hit him a couple more times, am I going the right way? I doubt it. Robert, Dad, never follow Robert here. I always go the wrong way. Even if I do a little bit more damage, we'll be fine. We just need to hit him like a couple more times. Yeah, that was just that. Oh, the only problem with there was that he enraged. We were doing the mechanics okay. Like, the mechanics were fine. It was nice to skin that dragon, yeah. It felt good. Skinning bosses is always fun. Have I healed at all in this expansion? No, I don't heal anymore. No, my healing days are behind me. I spent most of my raiding career on a holy pally, so I have no desire to heal. Healing sucks. Healing is a shit job, and no one gets enough credit for it. Clint lost power? Oh no! No! Clint! Well, damn. Well, damn. We also lost our shaman, so like, yeah, we're doing good. I wonder, like, is it like he lost his power, so he's probably not getting it back like super soon? Should we wait or should we fill? I feel so bad to vote kick a guildie. I can't just remove him. I have to like pass a vote kick. It feels mean to pass a vote kick. Wait, is he back? I see that he's a spirit now. I'm gonna wait a minute. Maybe he had a little flicker. Maybe he'll get power back. Yeah, he's good, right? We're good? Everything's fine? I was too quick. I was too quick to think about vote kicking. When I think about losing power, I think like that shit's not coming back on. You got lucky. It went off and back on. Oof. I hate it when it does that. We gotta fill our Shami buddy bailed on us. Well, we got a Ret Pally. I don't know if I've seen a Ret Pally. This'll be interesting. Oh, did you go down did your power go down during the boss fight? Like towards the end of the boss fight? So yeah, we probably would have had him. Okay, cool. So yeah, you dipped out during the boss. Oh, okay. Yeah, then that's, yeah, we would have been fine. All right. I am going to I'm going to pull this. Oh wait, what are we still, we're still doing stuff back here. Okay. I'm trying to clicky the portal. Are we good?
None may pass into the world's heart. Break yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength of the earth. Break yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength of the earth. Break yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength of the earth. Break yourselves upon my body. Feel the strength of the earth.
Very nice. Very well done. Oh, damn, look at that. Look at that Ret Pally DPS. Damn. Yeah, he's slapping pretty decently. Yeah, he did good. He did good. I appreciate him and his DPS. Having played a little bit on the Ret Pally during beta, like, I don't know, it didn't seem capable of that, but apparently it is capable of that. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Okay then. I don't really want all this stuff together. I'll pull this guy. Everybody re-roll Paladin. It's clearly the way. It was rough at first, but then it got really fun with quick kills. That's good to know. Maybe one day I will level my Paladin up. Maybe one day I will.
The world will be reborn in flames!
She's in a really bad spot.
Witness the power bestowed upon me by Deathwing. Feel the fury of Earth!
Silly Paladin. Standing in the one-shot ground effects. I bet he feels really foolish. I would love to take out those guys, but like I got asphyxiated. Like the force choke has to be interrupted. And yeah, I guess we just can't do it without the pally. I don't know. Like for the ads, like ads are gonna chase you. You kind of want to just like either stay near me or stay behind one of the purple circles. If you stay behind one of the purple circles, then the ads are gonna get sucked into the circle. Or if you stay by me, I can pick up the ads, but I can't charge all over the place to pick up the ads. Not and also interrupt the force choke, not and also like tank the boss. So like if you get caught out, the ads are gonna come for you. Don't get caught out on your own. Either stay by me, or position yourself so they have to run past a dark circle. They'll get sucked in and killed. I will put a marker over my head so it's a little bit easier to see where I'm at. Because yeah, I just can't really like be charging all over and looking all over for who's getting assaulted by ads. This is the last boss, yes. Yeah, it is. And it's not really hard, but there's a couple things you have to pay attention to and do correctly. The biggest thing is don't stand in the rock template. The rock that she throws will kill somebody in one hit, like it did to the pally. Force choke is interruptible and should be interrupted. And then just make sure that you're not caught out on your own when the ads are coming. Oh, Clint lost power again. Okay, okay. Should we replace him for the last run? Do we think he's getting back in? Yeah, last time it flickered on and off. In my experience, sometimes like flickering on and off is a prelude of what's to come. And often what's to come is a full-blown blackout. He's reconnecting. Okay. Come on, Clint. You can do it. I think your power can last just for this boss fight. And then we can see if we can get that sorted out. I will email your power company personally, and I will explain to them that we need you here for the run and that they should make sure that your power stays up. So what do we think? I'll give him a minute. I will. I'll try not to be so impatient. We'll res you. Don't run in. Or we'll summon you. Yeah, your body was like right there. Alright, we got this. Stay by me. Don't get caught out back here with the ads. Don't be like the Paladin, stand under the rock. And then we should be good.
The world will be reborn in flames!
And if we're not good, then the world will be reborn in flames. It's pretty simple.
Witness the power bestowed upon me by Deathwing. Feel the fury of Earth! For my death,
There we go.
countless more will fall.
We got an
The
expertise
burden is now
expertise
yours.
trinket.
to
I don't think I've ever seen this before, and I really don't know who needs that. Interesting. I'll pass on the Chaos Orb. And that is the run. I'm gonna see if any other DPS want to go. All melee needs some expertise. Yeah, that's probably true. It's just, it's weird to see like a trinket based around like expertise. But I guess if you can get all of your expertise from one trinket, then you don't have to worry about it on the rest of your gear. Oh, speaking of which, Reforging. I forgot that Reforging was a thing. Clint, you gotta get back to work, man. That makes sense. Totally acceptable. Yeah, and the power's unstable. That's cool. That's fine. We'll still have 3. If you guys still want to go. Doesn't look like anybody else is online right now. I appreciate you coming along. I'm gonna bio really fast, and then we'll do another one. I will be right back. All right, let's get going.
Greetings.
Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I will start putting together heirlooms. What do I already have? I think I already have the cloth shoulders. I wonder if I should focus on getting stuff for the rogue, or if I should focus on on heirlooms that I want to use on horde side characters. Because, like, yeah, I want to level the dwarf rogue, but realistically, I'm only going to do that character 1 to 60 to see the old world stuff. I'm probably not going to take them, like, all the way to 85. I don't know. That's a tough one. And I really don't know if I really need any more level 85 characters. That's what I keep coming back to. It's like, do I really need to have alts? Like max level alts in this expansion? I don't know if I do. Because, you know, the release schedule is going to be so fast. Eventually, I'm going to be playing War Within whenever that comes out. I don't know if I need a bunch of max level alts. Rebecca, have a good rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. And here we go. The one time we had 3 of these drop in a single run. There's very low odds that I will ever heal on my Paladin. If I level my Pally up, they're probably going to be DPS. Otherwise, I'd be kind of tempted to grab this, but I'm not going to. Leah, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here.
Skywall will not be tolerated.
You guys got this. Get it, get it. Okay, good, 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 good. Whew. I need to get real potions. I don't know what potions these are. Restores 1500 to 2500 HP. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. Those potions are not gonna do it. Didn't help at all. That's a really good DPSing trinket. Oh wait, what happened? I thought Vertella was alive by the end of that. I guess we're hanging out here for a second. Clint, are you getting some really bad storms where you're at? Are they moving through? We've been really lucky here, and we haven't had any, like, super severe weather. We had a couple, like, pop-up rainstorms the other day, and that was it. Compared to the rest of the country, we're doing pretty good. Yikes. Yep, it's the one time I've been glad to be back here in Michigan, because I think the lakes are protecting us from a lot of the storm fronts. The music in this dungeon always makes you sad. The music in this dungeon is very, like, incongruous with anything that's going on. It's a weird music track. And yeah, that's what I think about every time I'm in here. Is like, it's good. Like, it's not a bad music track. It's just kind of weird. It doesn't really fit anything in particular. When he does the blue breath on me, like, I lose sight of all the tornadoes. Every time he does the blue breath in my direction, like, I just can't see the tornadoes anymore, and that's when I get hit by one. Like, yeah, that right there, it just kind of, like, hides them. That's my excuse, at least, for getting hit by so many tornadoes. This guy also drops a mount. That's right, that's right. I haven't seen this drop yet. I haven't seen it on normal or on heroic. It would be really cool to, like, see it eventually drop. No, Vertella! We lost you again. There should be a shortcut. If you go to your right, as soon as you come into the portal and you go to your right, there should be a tornado that gets you over here, like, pretty quickly. Yeah, it's right to your right as you walk in. There's one to your left, too, but I think the one to your... yeah. Well, maybe the one to the right isn't open yet, though. That's a possibility. I like the idea of having cool mounts. My only hope is, like, maybe one day after we're in BFA Classic, I kind of want my Classic achievements and my Classic collection to merge with my retail collection. Because I would like all the cool stuff that I'm collecting to kind of, like, live forever. And obviously, like, the only place it's really going to live forever is in retail. And so I would like it if there was a point where my classic character and my classic collection and all the cool shit that I've found, like, kind of merges into my retail account. Because, like, I don't have this cool Drake on my retail account, and I would love to have him. But for now, he's just gonna kind of languish here in classic era. We have a sap. We have a sapped mob. This is the first use of CC that I have noticed in all of the dungeons that we have done. Is that the rogue went over here and he sapped this guy. First time I've ever seen it. Alright, so what I learned last time I was here on Heroic is that we have to jump to avoid getting pinned to the ground. If you get pinned to the ground, it's going to be a problem because then you're not going to be able to move to get into the static field when he electrocutes the entire area. So I'm going to be jumping constantly because I don't really know like when I'm supposed to jump. I just know that jumping is important. So yeah. Jump or don't jump at your own risk. But some kind of jumping is required.
You tread upon the sacrifice? Mortals have no place amongst the clouds! Paladin! Your servant calls for aid!
Even though I was jumping, I got pinned to the ground there for a minute. Oh, we got a long run. Okay, we can make it. Nice. Very smooth. Very nice. Crit strike rating plate we don't need. And crit strike rating plate we don't need. Would have been a good time to be a plate wearing DPS. Devin, good afternoon, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. Let's see. I think I have time to run one more. Yeah, repairing would be a good idea. And then eventually I have to decide like what heirlooms I'm gonna go after with my JP. Blood Moon, thanks so much. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I think I will be spending my JP on heirlooms like going forward. There's really nothing else I need from Justice points for this character. Valor points. I should probably look at a belt. So we just haven't seen a belt drop. I don't even know if there are any belts for Valor. There are Justice Point belts, but yeah, it's not a huge item level upgrade, so I think I'll just keep holding off. I'll keep holding off on that. You know, boots though. Boots, I could use Valor points on boots. 333. So I need a little bit more Valor. I think that's what we'll do. We'll spend our Valor points on boots if we, you know, by tomorrow maybe we'll be able to get a pair.
Go forth to victory.
Colin, good morning, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Do these guys repair? I don't know. These guys cannot repair. Okay, I need to repair.
What are you looking for? Strength.
Highjaw has a belt for Exalted. Do they? Highjaw does? Let me go see. I thought all I needed from Highjaw was the cape, which I got. Let me go take a look, and then we'll queue back up. Yeah, I thought I looked at everything, but you know, I could have missed something. Let us go investigate. I can't do that while mounted. I think I can do that while mounted. Yeah, I can do that.
What brings you here?
Oh hey, yeah, I didn't even look at it. It's crit strike, yeah, but mine is not a tanking belt either. So yeah, good call, man. This is big. Yeah, let's grab that. Let's grab that and let's get that gemmed. Of course, I don't remember what gem I need because I can't remember the names of gems. It was some kind of purple gem. Let's see. Kata, Classic Warrior, gems. Solid Ocean Sapphire. I guess I just take a Solid Ocean Sapphire. Or I could do Mastery Stamp. I could do the Puissant Dream Emerald. Oh, that's for yellow sockets. Yeah, I think I want the Solid Ocean Sapphire. Are there belt buckles in Cataclysm? Like, do the belt buckles exist that give you like another gem slot on your belt? Or was that only like a Wrath of the Lich King thing? Maybe I need to buy a belt buckle. I'm probably not going to be able to afford any of this stuff. But we'll see.
Cha-ching!
Okay. Am I just like making up gems? It says solid ocean sapphire. Solid ocean sapphire. Sapphire has 2 P's. Good to know. There it is. Requires level 80.
Come back anytime.
Is there an enchant for shields? There's probably all kinds of enchants that I can get on the auction house. I haven't enchanted anything. Nothing has been enchanted. Somebody has sent me some stuff. And I sold some leather. Yeah, somebody has sent me some enchants. The armor, I think I'm gonna hold off on using that until I have a better pair of pants. But the shield enchant for 3, what is this? 50 mastery by 50. Yeah, I will definitely go ahead and use that. Since it was gifted to me, I appreciate it. Alright, let's go. I think I have time for one more. Halls of Origination. Okay. I think we've only been in here like one time on Heroic. Clint, that's rough, man. I would say charge all of your devices while you can. This is gonna be a rough one. This is going to be a rough one. Yeah, and also like if you fall over on the first pull, you should just release and run back in. and rejoin the fight, because like rezzing you at that point is going to take longer than you just running back in. I don't know. Seems pretty obvious. We don't really have any CC here, otherwise I would consider like CCing one of these guys. But maybe like a kill order could be okay, just to give us something to focus on. Not entirely sure why we have these guys, like, or what happened with this. Maybe they just patrolled around the corner and we were too close. I'm gonna try to line of sight the guy back there and see how that goes. He's not targeting me, so that didn't help at all. It's gonna be a tough one.
Turn back, intruders! These halls must not be destroyed!
There we go. That was pretty smooth. We could skip this, and to be fair, I might have overestimated how much time I have. So in this one case, like, I'm not opposed to skipping this up here. I hope nobody minds. Yeah, this was probably the longest dungeon we could pull, and we did. Maybe we can't go up? Maybe we can't skip it. Okay, I don't know. Dude said skip, I got hopeful, but yeah, maybe we can't skip. I have no idea. Apparently we can't skip it. The elevator will not move, so yeah, that sucks. We have to do this back here. Yeah, like, there's a small chance that I don't get to finish this run. I have until about 3:45 server time. So if it takes more than 45 minutes to clear this, then I'm probably not going to be able to finish it. Any other dungeon, had we gotten any other dungeon, then I would have been fine. But we pulled this one, so these guys have some kind of a mechanic that kicks the crap out of me. I'd love to know which of their abilities is hitting me so hard. So I'm constantly popping like shield wall and all my cooldowns on these pulls. Unless they just hit that hard, and then that's fine, I guess. Oh, was I muted? I was wondering, like, what do these guys do that hits so hard? Because I'm constantly having to pop my cooldowns here. Maybe they just simply hit that hard. But I feel like there's an ability or a mechanic they do that I don't really understand. Maybe it's the Shadow Lancer? Maybe I'll have to set the priority, the kill order a little bit differently.
Right, let's go. Just need to input the final entry sequence into the door mechanism, and that did the trick. The control room should be right behind this. Oh, wow. What? This isn't the control room. There's another entire defense mechanism in place, and the blasted rock trogs broke into here somehow. Trogs. Why did it have to be trogs? Okay. Let me think a moment. Mirrors pointing all over the place. 4 platforms with huge elementals. I got it! I saw a tablet that mentioned this chip. This is the Bolt of Lights. Okay, simple enough. I need you adventurers to take out each of the 4 elementals to trigger the opening sequence for the far door. One down!
It looks like we have to move out of that one. Completely avoidable damage.
Another one down! Just look at those light beams! They seem to be connecting to the far door! I'm assuming I want to avoid the tornado. Tornadoes, plural. One more elemental to go! The door is almost open!
Am I planning on another Mop Remix stream? I've been playing Mop Remix in a recorded series. I haven't streamed Mop Remix since the trial weekend or whatever they called it. We won't call it a beta because it wasn't a beta. However, I was considering possibly finishing that character on stream because it's a Mop Remix for me is a little bit boring. I spend a lot of time in my inventory and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. It made me kind of look forward to Mop Classic when it came to like reading all the quests. So I might finish my Death Knight on stream, just get it capped out at level 70. No one's watching the recorded series anyway, so maybe we can just have a day where we hang out and like I finish the character off. And that'll probably be the extent of what I do in Mop Remix. It's not really like that fun for me. It's okay. It's good for people that if you're trying to level a character really fast, or if you really love transmog and collectibles and stuff, then it's like probably really cool. But I have all the characters that I really want for War Within. Like I'm taking my oh damn. I think he's gonna clear the Trogs for us. Yeah, I don't think we have to worry about. I think he's gonna clear him. Yeah, I don't really need any more characters for War Within. I have my Pally, I have my Mage. The Pally and the Mage are the two characters that I'm taking into War Within. So like for me, Mop Remix is just meh. It's fine.
Omega stance activated. Annihilation of foreign unit is now imminent. Omega stance activated. Annihilation of foreign unit is now imminent.
Yeah, there's no way to get a camera angle here that actually shows you the boss's head. It's a really weird camera issue. Like, I can't zoom out anymore. Yeah, we're forced to look at his toes for the entire fight, basically. I can't even get a view of him. There we go. Now we see him.
We've done it. The control room is breached.
All right, so the control room is breached. Let's. I guess we're going to the teleporter. I don't know where we're going. Maybe we're going to this teleporter up here. This seems more likely. Need to enter a console command to zoom out more? Yeah, for that fight, that's like one of the only fights I can't zoom out enough. Every other fight, I'm fine.
Here we go. Now this should only take a moment.
One, two, three, four. Okay, we're good. Bring elevator to second floor? Okay. Yeah, they don't wiggle, right? If they wiggled, that'd be crazy. They should add wiggle. Oh god, there's 4 more bosses here. God. Ugh. I'm gonna be really close on time. I don't know if I'll be able to finish the run. Like, yeah, I have a hard stop. Right around 3:40, I have a hard stop. I didn't realize that we were gonna pull this one, and also, it's just, this is like the longest dungeon in the expansion, I feel like. I got really unlucky to pull this one. Even if it goes flawlessly, it feels like it's an hour-and-a-half long dungeon. Will I be back later tonight? I don't know. I don't think so. No, I think I'll just be back on tomorrow. I came on last night. I had a really rough time doing heroics last night. I don't know if I'm like really great at doing heroics in the evening. Yeah. Yeah, last night was rough. We got 2 runs done, but it was kind of a rough time. I think if I'm playing in the evening, if it's not a raid night, then I probably need to play something that's like more chill. I don't think like farming more heroics in the evening is necessarily good for me. I think if I play in the evening from now on, unless it's a raid night, maybe I'll do leveling. Maybe we'll do like something just a little bit more chill. I don't know what our priority is here, if we're worried about killing the ads, or if we're just focusing on the boss, or what. I assume the chaos portals are probably pretty bad, so I'm kind of like helping to DPS these down. But yeah, overall, not really sure what the priority is here. Focus on the boss. Yeah, I'm trying to tank all this stuff so nobody gets, like, overwhelmed. Yeah, the boss HP is not going anywhere. Unfortunately, the boss HP is not moving very much. I do not need to be standing near all that stuff. That would be very bad. This guy has to die a little bit faster. Like he's got to die a little faster. I don't know how many of these things I can tank. Like I don't really know. I don't really know, and I don't really want to find out. Apparently, I can tank many of them. Okay. We got it. Maybe not the most optimal way to do it, but it's done. 7 more bosses to go. And yeah, I'm gonna run out of time before we finish. You guys can just fill my spot. You should get a tank pretty fast. If I have to leave, you guys should be prioritized to get like the next tank available. So just like stick out the run, get your JP. Because there's probably like no way that I have enough time to complete this dungeon. This dungeon is freaking absurdly long. It's good for like a JP farm, I guess, but Jesus. Is this the one we can skip these guys? There's one of these that we can skip. I don't know which one it is. Yeah, maybe it's this. Okay, okay, the Death Knight's pet. The Death Knight's pet was like, nah, fuck that. Son of a bitch. I really needed to save a little bit of time there. Yeah. This is not, it's not gonna happen. I probably shouldn't have tried to do another one, but to be fair, I didn't realize we were gonna pull a dungeon that was gonna be 2 hours long. I probably have to pull her out of the healing circle, would be a great idea. Except she's ranged, so like maybe I'm never gonna get her out of there. I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. I can interrupt that. Okay, the healing circle's gone. That's good. Yeah, the raid should be fun. I'm setting my expectations pretty low. Based on my experiences in Season of Discovery, raiding just BFD, I am setting my expectations for raid night like pretty low. And if I set my expectations pretty low, then I won't be disappointed. I hope we can kill a couple bosses. If we can kill a couple bosses, I'll be happy. But yeah, I don't have any big expectations of like clearing the raid on the first night or anything. And anyway, there's like 3 different raids. There's a 6 boss raid, a 4 boss raid, and a 2 boss raid. I don't even know like where we're gonna go first. I really don't want to deal with this over here, so I think I'm just gonna try to pull this boss and see how that goes. All right, let's see it. We got seed pods here. Looks like maybe they have to be DPS down. At least the pet is jumping on those. I could probably hit him with some cleave. There we go. Yeah, I mean tanking is fairly easy. I always feel like tanking is more about the gear that you have than it is about like actual skill level. There's a couple of boss fights where you have to like do stuff as a tank, but usually tanking is easy, and like fights boil down to DPS and heals. Like DPS and heals have the harder jobs. Especially when it comes to killing raid bosses. Like you have to have good DPS, you have to have good heals. Like the tank has to have enough gear to not get killed. And I feel like I have enough gear to not get killed on normal raiding, so. Although, like, to be fair, we're gonna need a second tank. What I forget about raiding is that we are gonna need an off tank. I'm assuming we'll have an off tank. If not, we'll just have to plug one, I guess. This is looking kind of like a little bit sketch. Yep, this is looking sketch. I'm gonna pop some cooldowns here. We need to kill this guy. I know it looks unlikely. Like we need to kill this guy on this attempt. I don't think it's gonna happen, but yeah, it's probably not gonna happen. Oh, we pulled the ads. Yeah, I'm not gonna have time to finish this, guys. Sorry. I'm a bad person. But yeah, I'm not gonna have time to finish. I might be able to help clear like one more of these guys, but especially with a wipe, I'm just not gonna have time. And trying to like save time by not pulling that group is like what wiped us anyway, so yeah. My bad. The Death Knight's pet is a fucktard. Yeah, I'm tempted to kick the Death Knight just to get rid of his pet. The Death Knight's pet is like the reason why we engaged any of those groups, and yeah, it ran off and decided to pull, like, not really that cool. What's going on here exactly? Well, what's this about? Elevator? Oh, elevator. The DK's a guildie. He needs to be frost spec. Yeah. He needs to respec. His pet is not helping anything. Regardless of being a guildie or not, like, I understand, like, the pet AI is kind of busted. Like, maybe frost spec is good. I don't know. I just, like, obviously what you don't want a pet that's gonna, oh, my wife's vacuuming upstairs, perfect. What you don't want is you don't want a pet that's gonna, like, run off and pull a group in the middle of a run. Like, that's not what you want. Yeah. Guys, I'm gonna peel out right here. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have started this run. I thought we'd get something that was like 30 minutes, 40 minutes long. I didn't realize we were gonna pull an hour and a half, It's just a shit show here for me right now, so yeah. I would do an outro, but my wife needed to vacuum upstairs right now, so I can't talk. I have to be on mute right now. Oh, there we go. Maybe I can talk now. Yeah, I have to go, guys. I'm really sorry. The next time, I won't push it so hard next time. I don't even... You have to kick me. I don't even know how to leave the group, apparently. Apparently, I don't have a leave group option anymore. Loot group, instance difficulty. Where's my option to leave the group? Yeah, I can't even leave. So, yeah. Oh, I have to use the eyeball these days. Okay, thank you. I'm stupid. Yeah, leave instance group. Alright, yep, guys. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you guys so much. I had a good time. Sorry I tried to push it to the last minute. I should have known better than to try to get the run done. So yeah, I apologize for that. I don't think I'll be back on tonight, but I'll be back on tomorrow. I think this will be like, we're gonna do heroics tomorrow. And that's probably gonna be it. You know, Thursday we're gonna try to raid, so I'll be on at night for the raid. But tomorrow is going to be the last day of farming heroics. And then I'll put up a poll and we'll see what else we want to do on the streams. So keep your eyes open for that. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I truly do appreciate it. As always, take care of yourselves out in the real world and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.